Good morning, my dear students. Today we are going to discuss about Hamming code. So this is the one of the error correcting codes. Hamming codes are. We know already about these Hamming codes. So how we are going to detect? How we are going to correct errors during transmission from source to receiver? How we are going to find out which bit was affected with the error? So with the help of the Hamming code, it is possible to find out the error. So for that we are going to use Hamming codes. So in this it can be applied to the data unit for any length of the sequence. Hamming codes can apply for any data unit of any length, but it can detect and correct only single bit errors only in Hamming codes. But Hamming code structure is, so how we are going to find out the Hamming code structure? So first of all bit positions that are power of 2 are marked as a parity bit. So marked as a parity bit means 2 power 0 1, 2 power 1 2, 2 power 2 4, 2 power 3 8. So all this 1 2 4 8 16 32, these all are marked as a parity bits, and we'll consider that other bits are data bits. So for example, we'll take a 7-bit Hamming code. 7-bit Hamming code, just here I mentioned. So here I mentioned that Hamming code, 7-bit Hamming code. So here you can notice that P1, P2, P4 I consider as a parity bits. Why? Because I have considered as a parity bits. So P1 position is 2 power 0 position, P2 position is 2 power 1 position, P4 position is 2 power 2 position. So we already, as per the rule, we have draw that table. So all the remaining D3, D5, D6, D7 are we consider as a data bits. So for example, we send our information from sender to receiver. So for sender to receiver, I have transmitted the information 1101. Sender to receiver, I have transmitted a data bit 1101. So in this, how I am going to recognize P1, P2, P4? So for that we have a rule. To find out the parity bit. So how we are going to find out the parity bit? What is the rule? Just have a look here. The parity here. Here the parity rule will be there. That rule is nothing but the rule is the value of the parity bit is determined by the sequence of the bits that is alternatively check and skip. So alternatively check and skip means, for example, alternatively check and first of all for P1 bit check 1 skip 1. So just have a look. P1 parity is check 1 skip 1, check 1 skip 1. So for check 1 means 2 power first position 1, and check 1 is 1 first position P1. So skip 1 means 1 position I was skipped. So next check 1 is 3. So next skip 1, so 4th position I have skipped. So next position was 5. So like this 1 3 5 7 9 up to so on for parity 1. So for parity 2 bit, so for that same rule, but here check 2 bits and skip 2 bits. So check 2 bits means first bit was 2, and 2 bits means 2 3. First 2 bits means starting bit was 2 and 3, and skip 2 bits means 4 and 5 I have skipped, and next check 2 bits means 6 and 7, and next 2 bits was skipped means 8 and 9. After that check 2 bits means 10 and 11. So like this up to so on we are going to write the parity bits. So P for parity 2. So next P for parity. For P for parity, we have to take the same role, but here check 4 bits, skip 4 bits. For check 4 bits, the starting bit was 4, 5, 6, 7. So skip 4 bits means 8, 9, 10, 11. So again check 4 bits means 12, 13, 14, 15. Again skip 4 bits means 16, 17, 18, 19. So again check 4 bits means 20, 21, 22, 23. So skip 4 bits. So like this we have to generate the parity for P1, P2, P4. So for P1 what are the data bits will be present? Yeah, so we'll take the parity bit P1, P2, P4. For P1, what are the data bits we're going to be consider? Just have a look, the box over here, the box over here, it represent the box over here. Just have a look here, the box. So first one P1. So P1 associated with D3, D5, D7. See, because D5, D3, D7, and P2 is D3, D6, D7. So P4 is D5, D6, D7. So how I am getting this D5, D3, D3 for P1, D3, D5, D7. Just have a look here. So here parity 1, here the parity 1 will be there. Here parity 1, see here, first one is a parity bit P1, this is the P1. Next one is a D3 bit, next one is a D5 bit, so next one is a D7 bit. So the P1 bit is associated with first bit was D3 bit, first bit was D3 bit, next bit was first one is D3 bit, right. So this P1 is associated with first position is P1, so next one is D3, next one is D5, next one is D7. So based on this just have a look. So here D3, D5, D7, D3, D5, D7. So next P2 is associated with D3, D6, D7. P4 is associated with D5, D6, D7. For any doubts, just go through this P1, P2, P4 parity and their position. Here the first position is considered as P1 and all remaining rest of other positions we consider as data bit. Here first position is considered as parity bit and all the rest of remaining positions is considered as data bits, right? So here also, here P2 also considered as first position was parity bit and all first position is considered as parity bit, all the rest of other positions is considered as data bits. So here for P2 also D3 data bit, D6 data bit, D7 data bit. For next, so here just I think you understand this one, right? So first how we are going to detecting the error with help of Hamming code. So how we are going to detect, just have a look. So how we are going to detect errors. See here, first of all I consider that 7 bits. First of all, I have considered that 7 bits. So in these 7 bits, first of all I am going to write P1, P2, D3, P4, D5, D6, D7. So I have taken that 7-bit Hamming code. So in this 7-bit Hamming code, I need to send the information. So I have the information is 1101. From sender to receiver, I have sended the information is 1101. Previously I have kept this information in my 7-bit data table, but I have not filled P1, P2, P4. So how I am going to fill P1, P2, P4, P4? See here, as per my data information, D3 bit is 1, D5 bit is 0, D7 bit is 1. See here, D3 bit is 1, D5 bit is 0, D6 bit is 1. So here I have taken that for this 3 data bits will comes under the P1. So just have a look for P1. Except P1, D3 bit is 1, D5 bit is 0, D7 bit is 1. So here number of even ones are present. So automatically P1 is treated as 0. P1 is treated as 0. Means here P1 parity was 0. P1 parity was 0. So same as like for P2 also. For P2, we have 3 data bits. First one is D3, D6, D7. So for D3 position, 1 will be there, D6 position 1 will be there, D7 position 1 will be there here, right? Here. So like this for P2, D3, D6, D7, 1, 1, 1. So automatically odd parity will be present. So that's why the P2 parity automatically will take as 1. That will be the even parity, right? So that will be the odd parity, because number of ones will be odd. So that's why P2 will be 1. So here P2 is a odd one, right? For same as like P4 also. So here the remaining data bits D5, D6, D7. So D6, D7 are 1, 1 will be present. So automatically here number of even ones are present. So that's why P4 parity also consider as 0. Otherwise if not, P4 will be 1. So just fulfill the table. We have all values of P1, P2, P4, D3, D5, D6, D7. This is my data bits which is combined with the parity. So this information I have sent with you. The information 1101 is transmitted with help of Hamming code. This is the transmission code 1100110. So okay, the data was transmitted over the network, but the received data is correct or not. How I am going to detect? Whether the received information is error free or error. So now we'll take one example. So first consider the 7-bit Hamming code P1, P2, D3, P4, D5, D6, D7. So at the receiver end, bits will be for P1 1357, for P2 2367, next P4 is 4567. These are the checked for even parity. So this is the 3 groups you have to check the even parity once will be present or not. So first of all, P1 is equal to 0, P2 is equal to 0, P4 is equal to 0, means no error will be present. For example, correcting of error. So an error is located by forming a 3 bits by forming the 3 bits, no set of 3 parity checks. So just have a look. P1, P2, P4. Finding P1. First of all, we check the parity of P1, D3, d5 d7. So is number of ones will be if suppose if it is odd errors odd error exist. So p1 is equal to 1, no error means p1 is equal to 0. So same as like p2 and p4 also we can find out. For p2 we will take p2 d3 d6 d7. For p4 you can take d4 p4 d5 d6 d7. So like this we have to find out. Next, first of all I will take with example, then I will explain. So how we are going to detect the error with help of bits which are transmitted from that network, from the channel. So whatever the information I have received, whether received information is correct or not, I need to find out. So for this first of all I will take an example. Before going to take an example, let me complete that. With help of the parity finding error word, we have to find the decimal value. Then we'll invert the incorrect bit to obtain the correct word. So we'll take that the top 2 points with an example I will explain now. For example, first problem, I will take the one problem 1011011. So assume that will be the even parity. Assume that will be the even parity. So that will be the even parity. So for the even parity, first of all I will take this 7 bits in my box format p1 p2 d3 p4 box format p1 p2 d3 p4 d5 d6 d7. So okay, I have insert this information over my box, so in data word. So just have a look. For p1 p1 position 1 will be there, p2 position 1 will be there, d3 position 0 will be there, p4 position 1 will be there, d5 position 1 will be there, d6 position 0 will be there, d7 position 1 will be there. So 1 0 1 1 0 1 1, this is my positions. So first of all I need to find out the error, whether error will be present or not. First of all I need to check for p1, analyzing p1. p1 parity is associated with what bits? 1357. So first of all we'll take d 1357 means, so data position d3 d5 d7. So first position is p1. So d3 d5 d7, what is the d3 position? d3 position 0 will be there, d3 position 0 will be there. So d5 position 1 will be there, d7 position 1 will be there. So it is automatically p1 position is 1. So this is the odd parity. So odd parity means, this is the odd parity means automatically p1 is equal to 1 means we put p1 is equal to 1. Okay, that will be the odd parity. Okay, p1 equal to 1, right? So here error will be there because that is the odd parity we have received. Before transmission we are transmitting only the even parities, but here we have received a odd parity of p1. So for that we will we put p1 is equal to 1. p1 is equal to 1. So here p1 is equal to 1. So this will be the odd parity. Means here in this position 1357, we already told that 1357 and 2367 4567, all these 3 positions must be even parity we should maintain. So otherwise it will be treated as error. So So we'll take P2 bits for same thing. P2 bits also we know the position 2 3 6 7 with help of the rule check to skip to rule. So for P2 D3 D6 D7. So P2 what is the value here 1 and D3 position 0, D6 position 0, D7 position 1. So this will be the even parity. So we'll consider that P2 is equal to 0. P2 is equal to 0 because that will be the even parity, no error will be there. So that's why we consider that P2 is equal to 0. P2 is equal to 0. So next one is analyzing 4 5 6 7. So we have to take the parity 4 bit, parity 4 bit, parity 4 bit, parity 4 bit. So in this parity 4 bit, parity 4 bit, analyzing the parity 4 bit, P4 is P4 D5 D6 D7. So this will be the P4 is equal to 1 because here you are getting, here analyzing that P4 parity D5 position, D6 position, D7 position. Here D7 position 1, D5 position 1, D6 position 0. So P4 position is 1, means here you are getting odd parity, means here error will be present. So the error will be present or error will be exist here in this word, in this word. So in P1 parity also error will be present and P4 parity also error will be present. Where the error will be present, there we will take we will put P1 is equal to 1, P4 is equal to 1. Where the error will be not present, it will be generate a even parity, so we'll take it as a 0. So that's the reason P2 we have taken as, we have put P2 is equal to 0. Why we have put P1 is equal to 1, P2 is equal to 0, P4 is equal to 1? So we have to find out which location error is present. So for that only we have put P1 is equal to 1, P2 is equal to 0, P4 is equal to 1. So why we put P1 is equal to 1? Because in that data word odd parity came, because in the receiver end must be even parity should be received, but here odd parity present. So that's why we put P1 is equal to 1. So in P2 parity P2 we have received the even parity, so that's the reason we have put P2 is equal to 0. In step 3 P4 parity position odd parity is received, means error will be present. So that's why we kept P4 is equal to 1. So here you can notice that P1 and P4 not equal to 0. So we received a code is a having error. So how we are going to correct this error? So first of all we'll take that error word is equal to P1 P2 P4. So we have kept that P1 is equal to 1, P2 is equal to 0, P4 is equal to 1. So we will convert this values into decimal value. So 101 means that is the decimal value, decimal equivalent is 5. So which shows that fifth bit is the error. So we can rewrite the correct word simply inverting fifth bit. So inverting fifth bit means D5 position instead of that. So here you can notice that here D5 position 1 will be there. So for that instead of this 1, instead of this 1, you have to change 0. Instead of this 1 you have to change to 0. So that's the what is the next correct code word? 1 0 0 1 0 1 1. So this is the error free code. So but previously whatever we have received, that will be the error code. So we have detected the error, and we have corrected the error with help of the Hamming code. So this is the Hamming code structure. So with this we have complete this error correction codes, Hamming codes. So we will go for the next unit 3. Guys, on this video I will give you the assignment, uh, two error free codes I have to give. For that you have to submit your answers. I have given an assignment for the two codes to find the whether I have given error free code or not. With help of Hamming code you have to detect and correct and upload the answer to the Google Classroom. Thank you.